Hey guys, how's it going? It is a great day to be in the garden because we're going to do a little project. I have some spray paint and I have this thing, whatever this thing is. So we're going to use this in the garden and we're going to mark out the new lay of the land for what we want the garden to look like. So that is going to include pathways and a room and getting rid of a huge chunk of this lawn. And I am so excited. So here we go. I'm going to, I found this stuff. This is the spray paint. It's called inverted marking paint. I got it in white. You can get it in any color. And it basically means that you can hold the can upside down when you're using the spray paint. And then this machine thing right here puts the spray paint in so that way I can walk along with it instead of having to bend down the entire time. I initially was just gonna hold the can upside down, but I decided not to do that because I want to make sure that I'm getting good lines. And if I'm hunched over the entire time, I don't think I'll get clear lines of how I want things to look. So I'm thinking me standing up is going to help with the guidelines of everything. So we're going to make pathways a lot larger. We're going to make more pathways. We're going to make rooms, new flower beds. It should be good. I'm super nervous. Never done this before. The good thing about this is just spray paint and we're going to live with it for a while and we're going to walk these pathways and see how it works. So let's get into this because this is going to be so good. Shall we walk it? Let's walk it together. And then I can explain some things. I'm getting attacked by a fly this entire time, and it is a massive fly. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's walk it so I can explain some things because there's going to be some temporary things, and then there are going to be some things that are going to be set in stone. Like this decking area thing isn't going to happen right away. We're going to work on that, and then we will work on the deck because the deck is going to be a big expense. This shouldn't be too expensive. Let's start over here. So currently we are by the back door. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue on this metal edging, the edge right metal edging, and it's going to come straight down. And this is going to tee out and then come straight down. And this whole section here is going to be flower bed. This will be the walkway. The walkway was also going to lead down to the basement that we have. And we're just going to swoop it around right here. So that way there's a nice, easy pathway to the side and we can finish this off. Ignore the dog's swimming pool. This is just for them to dip in and cool down. So this will lead right up to the concrete that we currently have. And then you can just walk straight down and not worry about it. Because right now, it's halfway done. We just weren't 100% certain on what we were doing. And then when we get the funds, This is all going to be a patio or a deck. We're not sure if we're going to do stone or if we're going to do concrete or if we're going to do a wood decking. We just kind of got to have a contractor come out and give us pricing on a few things. Then this is going to remain lawn. So we're going to have a little shape of a lawn. And then for the time, we're trying to debate if our pathways are going to be lawn or if we're going to use something like decomposed granite or if we're going to use a gravel. We need something that's able to kind of compact a little bit. That way we can get equipment through here. It's really hard to go over, like, it's not really hard, but it's annoying to go over gravel like this with a gorilla cart and things like that. But it'll be fine for this pathway. But we want to find something else for this area right here, and we're thinking that we're just going to keep it grass, but we will see. So this is all going to be our like lawn area, and then everywhere that there's a white line out here is going to be a metal edging, which now that I'm talking about it, I can't do lawn and lawn. That makes absolutely no sense. This is going to have to be some type of granite or something like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, this will be the metal edging right here, and it's going to shoot over to the aviary. And then we'll walk in this way and come down, like this will be one step down, I think. So it'll be a step down to this area right here, a nice wide walkway. You can see this is how tiny the walkway was before. We are almost tripling the size of the walkway. I want 2 people to be able to walk and have it feel comfortable. Then you're gonna come here and you can go left or you'll be able to go right. This whole section right here, this backwards C, is going to be a flower bed. And so this will be the walkway. We'll go this way. I'm going to widen this bed just a little bit. And then you can see, so we have the mirror right here, and that is centered with this. I want to do 2 pedestals with planters on them. And then this area right here is kind of like oblong shape. These are loose lines, okay? Don't come for me. These are very loose lines. This will be more of an actual swoop. And then same thing here. This will be a better swoop, okay? I swear, it will make more sense. It's not going to do whatever this is doing. But I want this to be a patio area where we have like a dining table, and then we can have 6 chairs around it. There's plenty enough room in here for 6 chairs, and then even like some like containers or whatever in here. So we got to get water to this section here. So this will all be planting. And then you'll come this way, and this will all still be flower bed. This bed is getting widened. And then we're going to take up this entire corner right here. I just tripped a little bit. We're going to take up this entire corner. And so this will all be flower bed. We are going to pull the grapes out. They just haven't performed. And I think it's getting a little too much shade now. And then this is going to lead you this way, which is going to give you the option to go through into the veggie garden. And this will just kind of like end, and we'll continue whatever ground cover we decide to do into the veggie garden, which is going to be the cut flower garden next year. And we're going to come this way, and then this will take you over to kind of our secret garden, which I might just kind of like cut off a little bit. I haven't fully decided. That way it's more like planting area, just a very deep natural bed with like maybe a bench right here. And then you'll kind of swoop around. This is my hoard of things right now because we're in the middle of, cleaning out the shed and taking care of the walkway. And then this will be a round swoop of a walkway. Let's go over here. So this will all be flower bed. Also, look at my naked ladies. These are an amaryllis bulb right here. They've come up. They're called naked ladies because they did all their foliar growth, and the foliar growth dies back. And once it gets hot and sunny, the flowers come out. Okay, we're coming back over to the side, so I'm walking in what will be the flower bed, and then this will be a pathway that kind of reconnects over to the other side. So it'll be a swoop that you can go around, and then the landing pad of the shed. So then if we're coming this way, this is going to be a walkway. It's going to be the same width that it was before. It'll just actually match now with everything else. And then this will all be flower bed right here. And I mean, you won't be able to see anything over here because this is all going to be planted. So that's what I want, is this to all be planted up. So that way it leaves a little mystery and you don't know what's actually happening. And we have a very loose turn right here that you can turn, a very wide one. I wanted to be able to like easily get the gorilla cart through here and not have to like swing it around a corner. This is going to make it so I can loosely get things wherever I need, and then leads up to where the aviary is, which we will have this cement pad right here. And then looking this way, you can see the deck. I don't want it to go all the way to the end of the house, because the end of the house, I don't want somebody to be able to like kind of look over and see all of that. So my thought is if you're standing here at the edge of the deck and you're closer back or whatever, you can't see all of that. And it just, I don't know, like an aesthetic thing. And then we'll have this will all be deck, patio, all the way back to where it currently is. And so my thought is it'll be kind of level with that, and then one step down, and then one step down. So it'll probably be 2 steps there, or we could do a small patio there, which is 1 step down, and then the very big deck. So we have options. I'm excited to get this done. Now we can do this area right here, which will make so this walkway is finished until we can at least get this all done. So I hope that made a little bit of sense. I am so excited to start working on this project now. We were gonna wait till fall. This we're going to live with for a while. Going to live with it for at least a couple of weeks before we actually start in on anything, except for the one pathway right there. We are going to do that, but we're going to live with the rest of it just to make sure that we like the flow of everything, how everything sits, where everything is, just to live with it. We want to make sure that we can walk the pathways and that it doesn't feel like a hindrance. We want it to feel like a natural selection of the pathways. So we're gonna live with it for a couple weeks, maybe a month, and see how it goes. And honestly, in the next couple weeks when we have to mow, all the lines will be gone anyways. So then we can retry. You saw we were going through with the weed eater and we were erasing lines that I created because some of those lines were real rough. So we'll have to figure out a way to make sure that my swoops are correct, because I want to use the metal edging that we currently have on most of the property to edge all of this. Edge right has one that's like 12 inches tall, and I would like to do that for this area. That way we've got like a nice deep bed right there. I also plan to do the same method as Janie, the no-till method or the no-dig method, where we just lay cardboard down and then we put in a couple inches of compost and then wood chip it, and then we can plant it. That is the plan. I've seen it work so well in her garden that I have to do it, especially because that is a lot of grass that we have to get rid of, and there's a lot of weeds in there, so that'll just make it that much easier. So now I gotta figure out what I'm doing with walkways, pathways, because this line right here would make no sense if I was gonna do grass pathways. Okay guys, I think that is gonna be it for this. You know what I'm thinking, actually? What if we did grass pathways, but I made a flower bed right here? I could make a flower bed right there, and then the pathways would totally work being grass. Oh. Hold on. I think that works. That makes so much more sense. So this will be the steps down, and then it'll still feel like a garden bed on this side. I was wondering, because it felt so heavy on this side and it was going to feel blank on this side, and it was. So this is the deck here, and there'll be a railing or whatever, and then this is flower bed here, and it swoops like this. So then, the grass has shrunk. The dogs will be fine because we're going to have grass pathways, and so then you'll be able to walk around this way. And what if we did like a small tree, maybe one that gets like 6 feet wide, 12 feet tall, 15 feet tall, very small tree right here, obscure some more of your view. That way it feels more roomy, not roomy, like feels like there's more rooms. And then you can come in and you can walk this way, and then you have the option to go left, you can go straight to the area, or you can go right and get down into the grass. And then this will be a step down into this pathway. So this will also be a way to get into the grass. So you'll have 2 ways to get to this grass area right here. I'm sure the dogs will just jump off the deck because that's what they do. But then this will all be grass area leading to grass pathways. Oh, that's it. Perfect. And here we go with an overview. So you can see this is going to be all the lawn area. This will be the patio area and all of the flower beds. I think that's going to be so much better, and it's going to just kind of draw you back places. There we go. Now it makes sense. I can have grass pathways. That was the only part that was throwing me off. I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Figured it out. We'll just add another flower bed. There is going to be so much room for planting this fall and this coming spring. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. It's just going to be figuring out irrigation. I'm going to have to get irrigation to this bed also now. And like I said, we're doing a bunch of trenching this year or this fall because we got to get irrigation to all these beds. And it might just be something that we just add in irrigation to the rest of the garden. to do sprinklers, because right now we've just been using like handheld sprinklers or whatever, or like ones that we can set down, and that's not going to work when we have pathways like this. So I think we're going to have to figure out some real irrigation stuff. Scares me, but I think it's going to be good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for visiting our garden. I can't wait to see this come to life, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.